Hello and welcome. We're back again with another team. So if you're a long-time viewer, say it with me. What is this? It's a banger. It's a banger of a team. This is a special one because this is the team that I used and broke into the top 100 on the online ladder. And it's a double mega team. So I'm going to hopefully show you how to use it. I do think that it kind of comes and goes depending on what stage the meta's at. Honestly, when I got to sub-rank 100... It was great. The teams I was facing, like Perish Trap and the de facto meta team, which we might see today with Whimsicott, Charizard, etc. Did really well into them, so it was quite easy to reach top 100. In the subsequent days, the meta has changed. I'm not going to say evolved because it kind of goes cyclically, and it's been a bit more tough to use. But I think we're back in a good spot with the team, and I basically want to show you why Venusaur is really quite a good shout as a mega in the format. So let's quickly talk about it. A couple of videos ago, I uploaded this team but it was the first day of the new season, and the video was from the last day of the previous season, so only about 10 people watched it. But if you want to see the evolution of the team, what it's become, and the changes we've made based on the new additions of this season, go back and check out the first part of that video. You can have a look at the team. So we've got the two megas. Let's talk about the other four Pokemon for now, though. So Incineroar, Sinistcha, Clefable, and Pelipper. What do they bring to the team? They bring us Fake Out, Intimidate, Double Redirection, Healing in Hospitality with Sinistcha, and Weather Control with Pelipper. And those facilitate the two megas, depending on which one we bring. They basically fulfilled the same thing. So, of course, we've got Blastoise, Shell Smash. It's just incredibly strong. It's ridiculously strong. And, having two redirectors that we can keep Blastoise safe, we will just steamroll things. And Venusaur. Okay, so Venusaur was a very late addition. The team kind of struggled against that de facto meta team that I said, where it's Whimsicott, they've got Tailwind, they've got Charizard Y. So it's really quite tough to run Blastoise there, because Blastoise wants to Shell Smash up and outspeed everything. But they've got Tailwind. That's okay. We can contend with Tailwind. We can stall it out. But then they've got the Charizard as well, so they're able to put the sun up on the field and weaken Blastoise's water spouts. And then it's a bit too much for the team to handle at that point, because it's like, okay, we're trying to keep Blastoise safe. We're also trying to make sure that we keep rain on the field as well. It's too difficult. So I was like, okay, Charizard and Floette. Floette's a big one. It's not a big issue, but it's just so incredibly popular. It's nice to have a solid answer to Floette. We had nothing on the team that was that resisted fairy moves. So I was like, you know what, Venusaur kinda maybe helps to deal with both of those. And put it together, and it worked. You can see it's Growth Venusaur. So we boost up and we go from there, because Venusaur has the thick fat ability, so it loses its fire weakness, still takes a decent chunk in the sun, but then pop the rain on top of that, get a bit of Intimidate going on, a bit of Will-O-Wisp here and there when necessary, and Venusaur becomes really difficult to remove and does good damage with Growth as well. Of course, running Growth means that we do lose the coverage of either Weather Ball or Earth Power, but Giga Drain or Sludge Bomb, they're non-negotiable. We need the healing from Giga Drain, we need the damage onto fairies with Sludge Bomb. And Sludge Bomb's generally good, of course, against the Charizard as well, once we get boosted up a little bit. What does the team kind of struggle against? It can be tough against certain Frigiraffe teams, because they often run Psychic and Thunderbolt. So they can hit Blastoise and Venusaur super effectively, but we're also trying to deal with them. It's probably setting up Trick Room and trying to get through that as well. So it can be a little bit tough. Not unwinnable by any means, but it can be a bit tough. Growth comes in handy there. We can hopefully get some boosts up and start healing. And of course, Kingambit, which is a Pokemon that we see very often. It is right up there in terms of popularity. And on those de facto meta teams, they often run Kingambit. So we do need a couple of growths. Once we get a couple of growths off, we try to burn the Kingambit as well. Then from there, the Giga Drain does decent enough damage and decent enough healing where we can kind of get through things there. And of course, we generally ignore the Whimsicott, apart from the turn where it's going to Encore. And that's why I've got Taunt on Incineroar. Anyway, hopefully that wasn't too meandering. We're going to get into some games. Hopefully I'll show you what this team's all about, and you can just see it in action. Let's do it. Oh, I totally forgot. There's the stats as well if you want to check them out. You can see that the team is not very offensive at all outside of Blastoise. Yeah. Even Venusaur has only got a little bit of special attack investment. If I remember correctly, that's because after 2 growths, it gets the... is it 2 growths or 1 growth? Probably 2. Gets a 2 shot on 2 HP Garchomp. A lot of Garchomps are using Life Orb now anyway, so that kind of helps the damage stack up. And people don't often bring Garchomp against this team anyway, interestingly enough. And also interesting to note is after 2 growths, so 2 special attack boosts, Giga Drain's a 2 shot on Whimsicott as well. So very, very handy to know that. Oh, I forgot to mention Clefable. Why is that on the team? It was originally Mousehold in the original version. Because Staraptor. Staraptor was everywhere, wasn't it? Still pops up occasionally. Unaware. Clefable doesn't care about Staraptor's boosts. It can keep pulling attacks away. And go from there. One thing I would say, some of these items could be switched around. I do like having Sitrus Berry on Pelipper. You probably get more use out of it on Incineroar. I bring Incineroar generally more. And Clefable would like it as well. And Sinistcha would like it as well. But I do like being able to swap Pelipper in and out against Charizard teams. So, if you want to change things up, do change things up. Oh, I might even change Flamethrower to Sing on Clefable, to be honest, because I don't use Flamethrower too often. And why not Hail Mary Sing? Anyway, let's get into some games. Okay, we have an opponent, and this is a different kind of team than what we'd usually see. So our rank at the moment, we're around the 3,000 rank. I've got my champion title as proof that I did get it. I've been messing around with a Metagross team after I achieved my goal of getting to the champion tier. It's not really worked out, but that's okay, because we're going to use this team to get us right back up there. And if I'm feeling like it, we'll see if I'm feeling like it. It's a lot of commitment, but I might push for the top 300 finish in 6 days at this point to get the title there. But I don't really need to prove that to myself now. I know I can reach champion tier, and I'm beating champion tier players, beating players who have that title anyway, so it's all good. Right, what do we do here? This has got to be a Blastoise game for sure. Yeah, this could be a tough one, depending on what they lead. It's probably Talonflame, Froslass, Talonflame, Garchomp, probably, if I had to guess. So we're going to go with those guys there. And of course, the deal is to try and get set up with the Shell Smash. But we'll see. Talonflame Garchomp. Okay, so it was as I expected. Probably Quick Guard on the Talonflame. They do love a bit of Quick Guard. They do love a bit of Quick Guard. Oh, so we did have, what's it called? The Sugar Berry on Garchomp, on Incineroar. Because, like I said, I don't see Garchomp too often. They don't bring it too often against this team. But this is a different kind of team where they do bring it. So, we don't have the berry there. But it's all good. Here's what we're going to do. I was thinking of just going for the Water Spout. We're not going to do that, though. They're going to Quick Guard. We're going to Protect. We probably could pick up the KO on Talonflame here if we go for the Water Spout, but we're not going to do that. Because we're thinking about the end game where I want to be outspeed and stuff, ideally. Oh, what? Oh, who'd have thought? Who knew that was coming? Yeah, it's a big earthquake. I hate Will-O-Wisp, but it is a necessity on this team. So, talking shit about it, it better hit. Is it going to miss out a spike? No, it didn't. Okay, thank you very much. Will-O-Wisp is a pretty good move. I'm a fan. Okay, and now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So, we do still have to be careful, though. Ideally, we don't want them getting the Tailwind up. They're probably going to get the Tailwind up. It's all good. I would like to get the chip on Talonflame as well, just in case they don't get the Tailwind up. And they're just going to Earthquake again, aren't they? Let's do it. Oh, Oh, they're swapping out the Talonflame, so they're not going to get their Tailwind up. Into Kingambit. That's a good play. Yeah, Kingambit, a bit of an issue. I was going for the Rock Slides, though. Come on, man. Calm down. Calm down. Nice. Good job. Okay. Always a bit of a risky switch, but we are going to bring in Sinistcha here. Sinistcha or Clefable, actually. Sinistcha gives us a little bit of healing. They're not going to Iron Head. I feel like they're not going to Iron Head the Incineroar. They could go for the low kick, in which case, obviously, I mean, they're both good switches, to be fair. Mega Metagross on Mega Froslass. We're going to bring in Sinistcha. Just for a little bit of healing it gives us as well. They might even go for the Protect on Kingambit. And Earthquake. They might go for the big reeds, but we've got the Colbur berry as well, so we should be alright. This was the right switch all day long. And yeah, they're going to the Blastoise. Oh no, sorry, they're going to Sinistcha. Okay, nice. I mean, we're doing better into the Blastoise, of course, but... Nice as in good play. But luckily, we've got that berry going. It was Ockerberry, but... we changed it because we don't need the Ockerberry quite so much now. Considering we've got Rain. Where's the Protect? It's on Kingambit. We knew one of them was going to do it. And now we're thinking ahead to the next turn. So, do they bring Talonflame in? Or do they bring in their Mega? If it's Froslass, we're gonna go for the Dark Pulse because I don't really want them getting the spread damage into Blastoise. They just bring the Talonflame though. If it was Metagross, then I would just go for the Water Spout. Okay, let's do it. Big Water Spout. No, let's think about this. We're not going to do that. Yeah, we're not doing that at all. Because what they're going to do, they're going to go for the flying move into Sinistcha. Pick up the KO and then Sucker Punch. The subsequent Sucker Punch is going to go into Blastoise, so we're not going to allow them to do that. Probably Acrobatics. Hopefully it's a Brave Bird though and they take a bit of recoil. Because then we can deny their Tailwind. That'd be nice. Oh, it's Brave Bird! Crazy stuff there. Amazing they didn't go into the Sinistcha. I guess they were banking on me going for the... It's pretty safe, yeah. Pretty safe play from them, to be fair. So Talonflame protects. Is it Sashed Kingambit? It might be, you know. But it doesn't matter because we got the Throat Chop off on it, didn't we? So it's all good. Okay, Kingambit's gone. The power of Blastoise. And it's a forfeit. There we go. Nice. Got to showcase Blastoise and the supporting cast quite nicely there. GG. Well played. On to the next one. Maybe we'll see some Venusaur in action as well. Okay, we have an opponent. Look at this one. What they got going on here? Well, there's a Venusaur on the team, but no obvious sun. No Charizard is what I mean. In case you couldn't tell. Possible they have Manual Sun. It's possible it's just a regular Mega Venusaur though. Hydreigon's annoying. It's probably Scarfed. Scarfed, Snarl, Spam. We're going to go with Clefable to start off with. Primarina's an issue. I want to bring Venusaur for that. No, but at the same time... Well, you know what, call me crazy, but we're going to go in with these four. Oh, no, we just undone the Venusaur. Let's do that again. Because I think it's going to be something like the Hydreigon Primarina. Could be Talonflame as well, but I don't think they necessarily... When you look at the team, I don't think you feel like you need to get Tailwind up against it. Venusaur Hydreigon. That's a good lead. That is a very good lead. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to go for the growth. Because I'm fully expecting to get snarled down here. Might not though. Might get Flash Cannoned plus Poison moved. And we're just going to go in. I kind of need to just go in, don't I? Yeah, we'll give it a go. Yeah, I wasn't facing teams like this the other day. So it's a Mega Venusaur as well. That's what I mean by the meta just changes so fast. No Snarl, which I'm very happy to see. So they're obviously doubling that slot. Okay, so Life Orb Hydreigons, not Scarfed. And Sludge Bomb, yeah. And unfortunately, that's going to get rid of Clefable. Do they have Snarl? I wonder. Or is it just Earth Power, Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor? We're going to go for another growth. Now... Growth plus Fake Out. It's a bit of a slow setup, but it's what we need to do. Okay, and now we're really hoping we can pull through with the Pokemon we've got going on here. So let me think about this. I want a Giga Drain, but at the same time, I don't think we can afford to. I think we've just got to try and get rid of the Hydreigon. We'll get Sinistcha in. They missed the Draco. Nice. So yeah, we were fortunate there, but it is what it is. Of course, we can't redirect the Venusaur's attacks with Sinistcha. But they're just going to spam Rock Slide against us anyway. Fair enough, fair enough. Right, let's do it. Do I even need to Rage Powder? I don't think so. If I get flinched one time, though, then we're in some trouble. So I hate to do it, but maybe we are pulling the switch here. What do I reckon they've got in the back? It's got to be the Primarina, right? Because otherwise you bring in the Talonflame or the Metagross now. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to protect. Go for the Matcha Gotcha. Nice. So we're not going to get getting a whole lot of healing back. Oh, we get the burn though. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we weren't going to get a lot of healing from the Giga Drain, but the burns are nice. I think they're forfeiting. Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Are they forfeiting? Oh, they forfeit. Okay, well that was a bit anticlimactic. I don't know if that shows that the team... I don't know if that was a good showing or a bad showing, honestly, because you kind of saw that we put all of our eggs in one basket, in the Venusaur basket. And but it worked out. So GG. It did rely on us making the read, though. Like, it was like, well, we're going to bring Blastoise or Venusaur, because this could go either way. And they clearly had the Primarina in the back. So GG, on to the next one. Okay, we have an opponent. And... oh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure. Right, so... unfortunately... Sylveon is especially defensively bulky enough that I don't trust bringing Blastoise along when they've got Venusaur as well. It's again too much to kind of ask of Blastoise, which means we're going to go with Venusaur. I do wonder what they're going to lead. I think they're going to lead the Farigiraf, Charizard, Farigiraf, Incineroar. These are all options for them, aren't they? We're going to go in with those guys. Nothing to say until we see the lead matchup, honestly. Farigiraf, Sylveon would be nice to see. Because I'm resigned to them leading the Farigiraf. They don't! Venusaur Charizard, okay. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. Now watch them not Mega Evolve turn 1. But if they do, which is it's rare, when they do, it's a good time. So alright, there's a protect. Double protect, nice. And I'm going for the second growth. And we're going to get ourselves up to +3 and then hopefully go from there. Right, what do we want to do with Incineroar? Maybe Taunt Venusaur. No, we can throat chop. I don't like the possibility of being sleep powdered on subsequent turns, but I mean, if it's sashed as well. Should have checked their team again, actually. A lot of Venusaur are carrying the Life Orb nowadays. Alright, so it's not. I take that so well with Venusaur, it's crazy. In the sun. The thick fat ability really coming through. +3! There we go. What if we don't survive this turn, though? That Sludge Bomb did do a bit of damage. Right, here's what we're going to do. We're gonna play it safe for now. We're going to protect. We're going to bring in Pelipper. And then we can bring in Sinistcha on the following turn, get a bit of health back. Just to give us a bit more of a buffer. Okay, Charizard protects. Nice. They're almost certainly swapping that out on the next turn, aren't they? Let's go for the Sludge Bomb. Okay, good stuff. Right. Let's get Venusaur out of there for starters. Would be nice to catch whatever's coming in with a Giga Drain on the Charizard slot. But we're not going to do that. Because I do want this Venusaur gone. So Charizard swapping out. Into the Garchomp. Yeah, yeah, it would have been nice to get Giga Drain. If there's one thing that I would have liked to get to catch on the swap in, it would be the Garchomp. I don't want him messing around with Rock Slide and stuff. But we'll see. And that's Venusaur gone. So free switch back into Charizard. Or not, they're just bringing in the Sylveon. Okay, we're going to protect. We are going to... No Fridge Raft, that's interesting. Get Keith in there. That Sylveon slot is not safe either. They can't just swap out to the Charizard because it's going to eat a Sludge Bomb. Oh, they're earthquaking their own Sylveon. Crazy stuff. Crazy scenes here. Out in the stadium. Sylveon almost goes down. Critical hit. Is it Life Orb? It is, yeah. Okay. And Keith hangs on. Right. Here's what we do. They probably protect, but I do want to get off the big Giga Drain, of course. Do we swap in? Maybe we do. I think we do. We can preserve the ability to swap in and out because it is a good ability to have. Keep Keith around. I'm expecting at least one protect here, though. Probably on the Garchomp. Nope, they're just going straight for the Rock Slides now. Sinistcha avoids, would rather the Venusaur avoided. Come on, Venusaur. Oh, you're so sick. Yeah, it's +3 Giga Drain. I have no sympathy. I understand you kind of have to go for the Rock Slides at that point, but... And I think we got this one sewn up. We got pretty fortunate with their team selection, though, to be fair. Fridge Raft would have been a bit of an issue. That's going to be a forfeit, right? Yep, there it is, forfeit. Nice. We saw Venusaur in action. Now you can see exactly what Venusaur's all about and how we play against those kinds of teams with the Charizards, with the Garchomps. With the Whimsicott, which they didn't have, you can see that we've taken a bit of a battering on our ranking. But I was able to show you how that team plays.